talk to your friends and just see how they feel where sometimes their parents are at work and they're not home with them? Do you ever have those kind of conversations?
No, never, because I feel like it's private to them. Because sometimes I just want to because I don't know a lot about them. Some I do, some I don't. And I don't want them to feel uncomfortable about their parents and their parentage.
I love that. I love how you think. I love how your brain works. So let's talk about you for a second. You've been home with mommy and daddy literally since the day you were born. We travel a lot. We have a lot of fun. We go to a lot of places. How has it been for you having both of your parents home pretty much all the time with you?
I feel safe and I feel happy because, again, I know some people don't get to experience that. So I feel really happy and blessed.
Welcome to the Life by Design podcast. I'm your host, Kim Ward, a certified master life and business coach, NLP practitioner, and your guide to building a life and business that you absolutely love. Here, we're all about empowering family-focused entrepreneurs to design a leveraged business that supports your dreams, your values, and most importantly, your family. Each episode, we'll dive into practical strategies, mindset shifts, and powerful insights to help you create unstoppable momentum and lasting success without sacrificing what matters most. Whether you're looking to grow your business or get unstuck or align your goals with your lifestyle, you're in the right place. So let's get intentional, let's get inspired, and let's design a life you love by design. Let's dive in. Hello, it is your friend Kim Ward, and in today's episode, I am so excited to have my daughter Adriana join us. Hey, baby
Hi.
girl.
Hi.
Hi. So Adriana is 9, almost 10 years old, and we thought this would be cool because we rarely ever hear from your child's perspective. And before Adriana was born, I held a corporate job. Rich was a lieutenant in the fire department. And when I was 8 months pregnant with Adriana, we had a very traumatic incident happen where 3 days after Christmas, my mother decided to take her own life. And I remember looking at Rich saying to him, I will never exchange my time for money just to take that money and pay someone to raise my baby girl. And I was committed from that day to stay home so that I could be a very active, a very present mom to this beautiful girl. Now she's going to be celebrating her 10th birthday, and she's never had to be in daycare. She's never had a babysitter. She's never had a nanny. Rich and I have truly
Really?
had her. Yeah.
Oh,
Every single day since she was born. So, how are you?
good. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to kind of see how things are from your point of view because you really don't know, like your friends have parents that work a job like outside
Yeah.
of the home, and you've
Like,
never experienced that.
no, because some of my friends, they're on the verge of being adopted.
Put your
So,
hand down so I can see your
okay.
face. Okay,
Some
thank you.
so sometimes I look back and some people's parents don't work from home. So I'm technically, well, I'm happy and blessed to have you work from home. And sometimes when you're off of work or when dad's off of work, most of the time I spend time with dad because you're working and you're helping us get money. And so when you get to spend time with me, I know since like I know that you get okay, hold on, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
You get to spend time with me because you work from home, and since you work from home, I get to experience both worlds because sometimes uh we travel because you have to work to go to like a conference or meeting, and that's how we get to experience things because you work hard and you get to work from home. So like I'm not used to it. So the times that you used to go to Uber Eats, I always would ask Dad, what time do you think she's going to be home? I'm not used to you or Dad not being home. So I feel happy that I have one of those parents that get to work from home.
Oh, that's so sweet. And you brought up a good point. So about 7 years ago, before I really established my own business, I was kind of floating around through network marketing companies and different affiliate ventures, trying to find my place in the world. Because I was always one of those parents that when someone said, "Oh, what are you doing now?" I would respond and say, "Whatever the heck I have to." My family is the most important thing to me. And I hadn't quite established my business yet. So I picked up a side hustle driving for rideshare programs. And like Adriana said, driving for Uber and Uber Eats and all of that. She was only 2 or 3, but even still, at that point, we had established such a foundation being home with her every day that me being gone for just a few hours driving for rideshare, she was already her environment shifted. So she was
Yes.
like, what the heck?
So like when she was driving for not Uber Eats, but like to pick up people, I think Uber Eats is like where you pick up people and drop them off.
Uber.
Yeah, okay. And you brought me that one time to that high school so you can pick up 3 or 4 teenagers. I was glad to be with you because like I said, I didn't like being not alone, but I didn't like you being not around me. So I felt happy and safe to be with you in the car while you picked up those teenagers from the high school.
Why do you think that is?
Because since you work from home and um since you and Dad work from home, I get you're inside your office and that's connected to the living room and I'm mostly inside the living room. So I'm technically right next to you. So it I'm used to feeling that, like being safe at home next to you and Dad. So when I was like little and I still felt that and you're alone driving, well, when you were driving with Uber Eats and I was left alone with Dad, I didn't feel as safe as I felt with both of you.
It's just that shift in the environment.
Yeah.
And we have such a great relationship and we have such a great bond. You're my girl. So when that's missing, feels
I
awkward,
feel the
doesn't
energy.
it? Exactly. So now that we have established a pretty cool business that we run from home,
Yeah.
what are some of the fun things that you and I do together because I can take the time to do it with you, or because money might not be an issue like it is for some people? So when we go into Cookville once a month, what do we do?
So sometimes we have different things when we go in Cookville. Sometimes it's a bowling, sometimes it's movies. And every month, I want to say, we go into Cookville and we get facials and sometimes a salt cave. And we really enjoy our time there. So, and if you ever go to Cookville, you should, if you haven't tried it, Drake's, if you like seafood, then that's for you.
Good sushi. Good sushi.
Yes. Yes.
So you've been having facials now since you were 8 years old, every
Oh,
single month.
yeah.
Yes, and you're going to be turning 10 soon.
Mm.
So how has this experience been for you? Being able to have that self-care and that time of relaxation.
The experience has been fun. I really enjoyed it since I've gotten used to like every single month, like every single month leaving the house, sometimes with or without Dad. Without Dad, I still feel safe because I'm normal to it without feeling Dad there because sometimes he'll go to work and you'll stay with me, or sometimes you'll go on a meeting and he'll stay with me. So I'm kind of getting both of the worlds, and I'm getting used to you being on a meeting and not being available, and Dad not being available because he's going to work or getting a massage or something.
Yep.
So
He gets
I'm
massages too, huh?
yep.
I
I
have them later today, by the way.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yes. You have no school, so it wouldn't have
Uh,
been a problem because I had the massage, but then we got a
yeah.
snow dumping last night, so school got canceled. So, a couple of quick questions for you. We've traveled quite a
Yeah.
lot this last year. Can you tell and share what are all the places that we've experienced and gone to?
I probably couldn't name all, but like throughout the year or every
Yeah,
single
just
year.
last year is fine.
Probably is London one.
We went to London
London, Puerto Rico, two times.
twice.
Uh, Texas to get dad his bougie plane.
I forgot about that.
Oh no, seriously?
Yeah. And then the Bahamas on your
Yeah. And then
cruise.
cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bahamas two
What
times.
was what was the funnest part for you?
I already think you know the answer, everything. But if I had to choose one, then it would probably be Puerto Rico because I can swim. A place that I would want to move to easy is either Puerto Rico, London, or Texas.
Yeah, not only did you really learn how to swim, but you snorkeled for the first
Yeah,
time in Puerto Rico, didn't
that's
you?
true. Yeah. So Puerto
Very,
Rico is kind of like my hangout because I learned how to swim there.
I love that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I really just want to say that you growing up in a home where digital marketing is kind of what we do. We are plugged into social media. We're very transparent online. You love to create videos, don't you?
Yes. I've like the times that I went on the lives with her when she was teaching, and I've grown to love videos and get used to being in front of the camera because I used to have, well, I still little, but used to have stage fright, fear, or whatever. I'm kind of getting used to it because I've been invited to stages and like performances before. So I in front of people and I don't like speaking in front of people. So it's kind of helping me get over my fright of being in front of people talking or
I
whatever.
love that you share that because there's actually a lot of adults who feel that way. Public speaking can be scary.
Yeah.
Talk, in front of a crowd can be scary. I had the honor and the privilege of speaking at the Marketing Makeover Summit in Atlanta, Georgia this past year. And Adriana, you were invited as a guest speaker on the stage. So
Yeah.
you had your first stage experience at the age of 9, holding that microphone, speaking to a room of people. Can you just share truly from your heart what you're willing to share? Like, what was that experience like for you? Because I think you can give some hope and inspiration to the big people who are afraid.
Well, it was fun because not only was my first time, I got to experience it and I got to experience different things it and that would just level on of helping me get over my fear. So it was fun, not only fun, like I said, not only fun, but when even though it wasn't a stage, I mean, I may say stage fright, but talking in front of people is the main thing of like probably what we're afraid of. Like it's kind of like the saying, you're not afraid of the dark, you're afraid of what's in the dark. So it's kind of like it kind of goes to that stage fright. You're not afraid of speaking on the stage. You're afraid of if you mess up or you're afraid of talking in front of people. You're not afraid of the stage
I love that.
speaking on it. So it was fun. So if you haven't and you're scared and you're probably like a teenager or if you're an adult and you got invited onto a stage, go ahead and do it. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Because
So
what I hear from you is the only way to get over your fear
just
and
do it.
become comfortable is
Do
do
it.
it. Absolutely.
Like saying, just do it.
So we actually are what's called Amazon influencers, where we have our own Amazon storefront. And if you've enjoyed this conversation and you've enjoyed this brilliant little beautiful baby girl's mind of mine, Adriana and I like to go live and do our live stream videos on our Amazon channel. So you can visit us over there at successwithkimward.com/Amazon. And the link will absolutely be in the description and in the show notes. Baby girl, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, actually. So if you're, I'm not even going to say this because plenty of you are. Since my dad, Rich, it's so weird. Since my dad is finally becoming a coach to help mom, if you haven't already, and if you work with mom, this is probably all of your friends, and you haven't worked with Rich, you should, and help him and talk and get used to him. So if she's not available for your time being, then go ahead and go to him. Even though they may have different mindsets, you can still get both worlds.
I love that. And that is a great way to end our second episode here on the Life by Design podcast. Friends, Life by Design is just making one good decision after another. And Rich and I have so much experience, so much life, worldly, every kind of experience you can imagine. And so, yes, we are accepting mentorship clients. If you're looking to create your life by design, you can apply to work with us by speaking with a member of our team. And that is at successwithkimward.com/let's talk. Let's talk. That is it for today, my friends.
Quick ad.
Go ahead.
As a child's perspective, and I'm growing up and seeing them work, as a child's perspective, I want to grow up. So, like they say, you can have part-time jobs, and I want to be a vet. So maybe like so when I grow up, I could be a vet and like take clients as a part-time job for like set my time as one of days. So if you're a kid and your mom or dad is working as this, you then and you want to work up to be one of them, follow one of them, then you can. And if you have a job in mind already, like I said, do a part-time job. So yeah.
I love how your brain works, and I thank you so much for willing to share that with our listeners. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
And hey, before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. And as always, friends don't let friends grow and develop alone. So share this episode with someone you love and care about. We'll see you in the next episode.